Ever since the first lawsuit was filed against the Trump administration, which of course happened within days of Donald Trump taking office, I talked about the fact, and I have talked about repeatedly over the last 6 months, that these Department of Justice lawyers are having to go into court. Many of them have never even read the orders or legislation that they're having to defend. They've admitted that in front of judges. They're going in there completely blind, have no idea what to say, and they're defending the indefensible. And, as I had repeatedly said, these people know better. They know that what they're doing is not right. And if they continue to do it, then they deserve all of the misfortune that they're going to suffer, which of course has been admonishments from judges, public humiliations, and of course having to lie in court, which could seriously impact your ability to practice law in the future. Well, I am actually happy to report that apparently a majority of those lawyers working for the Department of Justice that have been assigned to defend Donald Trump in court have all quit. They're gone. A majority, nearly 2/3 of the lawyers in the DOJ division that goes to court to defend him have quit in the last 6 months. That division had 110 lawyers and 69 of them have quit. So kudos to those 69 lawyers. You stood up and you said, I will not do this. Let me read you this according to the report. One lawyer who left the unit said staff have become demoralized and frustrated by the non-stop barrage of legal challenges to Trump's policies, which include the administration attempts to do away with birthright citizenship, detain and deport migrants without due process. At least 4 lawyers said they quit over concerns that Trump's steps to gut federal agencies and blocking funding to institutions like Harvard may violate the Constitution. Many of these people came to work at federal programs to defend aspects of our constitutional system. How could they participate in the project of tearing it down? At least 3 lawyers from the federal programs branch also quit because they feared they'd face sanctions for refusing to bow to pressure from the department to skew facts in court or violate other ethics rules. Reuters is reporting that this level of staff turnover is unprecedented. We have never seen this many DOJ lawyers quit in this short amount of time, ever. It's never happened. So all of those lawyers that I did spend 6 months bashing, saying they should know better, they should have morals and ethics, I don't think they listened specifically, but they listened. They understood it. They were going through those, moral crises that I said they should be going through. And so I'm happy that they've done this, because think of it this way. This is a point I've brought up both here and over at Ring of Fire. And it's this. Those lawyers have to go home in the evening. They sit around the dinner table, maybe talking to a spouse, maybe even their kids, and like, Daddy, Mommy, how was work today? And that person gets to tell their kids, oh, it was great. Mommy, Daddy went to court to do away with the 14th Amendment to the U.S. Constitution. I'm trying to kick millions of people out of this country because they don't look like us. What are those kids going to think, right? Like, how are they going to be like, whoa, wait a minute. You're stripping people of their rights? And you're proud, like that's your job? You come home and you're proud of that? You lay your head down on your pillow at night and you sleep easy because you're stripping people of their rights, defending the indefensible from this administration, trying to keep innocent people locked away in concentration camps? And apparently it got to them. Maybe that situation happened, maybe it didn't, right? That's just a hypothetical. But the same moral quandaries exist in these people's brains, and they're not willing to do it anymore. Donald Trump has a very bad habit of hiring the most incompetent lawyers that we have ever seen in the world. And if the good, competent people have already left the DOJ, that's going to mean they're going to have to replace them. They're not going to get good, competent people back. They're going to get MAGA loyalists. they're going to get crazy lawyers, like we saw the ones who, tried to overturn the results of the 2020 election results, and it didn't go well for any of them. But those are the caliber of people that they'll replace at the DOJ. And I hope they do, because people like that are serial losers who know nothing about the law. And that is going to be a huge benefit, not for the administration, but for the people challenging the administration in court. Thanks for watching today, everybody. And don't forget, if you're not already, please do subscribe to this channel. We have fresh content going up every single day, and I would really hate for you to miss out on that. And speaking of missing out, if you're not following me across all other social media outlets, then get on it. You can follow the links in the description of this video.